Alrighty, we're live over here on YouTube. Yay. And we are about to go live. Okay. Hopefully someone, if anyone is here, just say you're here. Whew. Okay. Hi, everyone. How are you? Okay. Pay here. AskZaya.com. What's up, ladies and gents? Alrighty. Okay, if you know you want a reading, go ahead over to AskZaya.com. You are allowed this time. I finally got a chance to fix the link where you can pay for more than one reading at a time. I'm going to make this tight tonight. So if you know that you want to come on in, go ahead and go to AskZaya.com. AskZaya.com and go ahead and pay when you come back. Just make sure that you make a comment saying that you can, that you've paid the name you paid under and drop your question. Hello, 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 hello. Zakia, are you here yet, my darling? Okay, hey, Zakia's our moderator tonight, as you guys probably were familiar with her by now. Should be. I got to get a background going. I'm fine, Desired Reality. Thank you. Go ahead and pay, guys. And once you pay, then you can drop your questions. Please make sure to tell me the name you paid under, as I try to keep up with both on both ends. Thank you, everyone, for joining me tonight. Sorry, I'm like still setting up a little bit. I wish there was a way that y'all didn't have to see this. Okay, this is fine. This is perfect. I got to set up my home studio. That's what I need to do. Set up a home studio. Is not working? Oh, AskZaya.com. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, here it is again. Is it not working for anyone else? Try and I try and I try. I try. If not, I'll put the tiny URL back up. Okay, so Natalie said it worked for her. MB said it worked for her. Okay, Natalie Finley, I see you. Go ahead and drop your question. Come on in. It's working for you. Okay. So Creative University. Okay, Jalila, go ahead and drop in. Melody C. Thomas, Monique, Belly, and Natalie. I see your questions. Go ahead and drop in. Okay, that's fine, guys. So tell me once you just come and say paid, the name, and then put the question. If you could put that all in one comment, that would be great. It'd just be less traffic. Okay, that's wonderful, Jalila. Come on in with your questions. Just tell me the name you paid under. Okay. Even if you guys think I know your name, please let me know your name. Zakia, go ahead and catch them now because some of them have paid. So everybody on here has paid. Melody's Monique has paid, Natalie has paid, Desired Realty, Melody Thomas has paid, Creative University. Okay, Melody Thomas, any messages from Spirit for you at this time? Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, you do have a lot going on. Melody, you need to slow down. You're taking on too many things at one time. You have to slow down, Melody. Tell people no more and clear your schedule, Melody. It's like I see something's going on with your blood pressure possibly. So please clear your schedule and tell people no. You're saying yes too much. This looks like stuff starts to clear up around June, July, but Melody, you have to set your boundaries. All right, so we got Melody. And again, guys, you can buy more than one question at a time. That's actually helpful if you already know. Keeps the traffic a little tighter. Natalie Finn, question. Okay. Natalie, make sure you always put your name that you paid under, okay? Will me and Justin work out despite our religious backgrounds? I'm spiritual, he's Christian. So immediately I gotta know on that, Natalie. What I see, Natalie, and I'm sorry because I can tell there's a lot of love there, is that both of you think you're gonna kind of be able to meet in the middle or bring the other person around. However, you need to figure out, both of you, I don't see either one of you really willing to compromise, especially over these next 5 years. As we move into the age of Aquarius, Natalie, I just see the two of you becoming very much polarizing opposites. And especially if you start to try to have a family and have kids, and I see his parents or family seems to be real Christian, I see that becoming a real big problem, Natalie. If you decide to move away from him before the end of the year, because someone else wants to come in, Natalie, that will be on your same page. And I see you getting married by 2028. I see somebody else coming in as early as next spring, but it feels like it might take all the way to summer 2027. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Why is it PayPal not? PayPal is not. Okay. Tiffany, I see you. Shalon, I see you. A. Jackman. Okay. Melody, Shalon. Okay. Okay. MB wants to know career, and I'm assuming that's Monique Bellamy. Monique, you feel like you're okay right now? What I would say, Monique, is start looking into investments. So taking your money, investing it in real estate, stocks, bonds, like really starting to invest so you can build out passive income. Monique, I'm also hearing that there might be opportunities for you to get in as an investor on a really dope app. So something like that's going to come your way in about 6 months. Super, super, super dope app. Zakia, please remind me to hydrate. Super, super dope app situation that you definitely should be on, Monique. Okay, I keep want to call you Melody. So Monique, I see that for you. Wait on that and then start to invest. Don't worry about jumping from career to career, job to job. Start making your money work for you. Okay. All right. I got MB Zakia, but thank you. Shay Thomas, Shalon Thomas. Am I on the right track right now? Okay, I just want to make sure I'm getting everybody's question. Shalon, you're in a much better place. Tiffany Exum, I see you paid. Melody Thomas, I see you paid. Come on in. Melody Thomas, I see you paid twice. If you guys want to book more than one question, just pay for more than one at one time. Just go ahead. That's easier for me to keep track of. Okay. Shalon, you're on a better track. I see that you're more independent. Your money's coming in a lot better. So yes, you're better on the right track. Shalon, you do need to do some childhood inner work as well as look into your attachment style so you can do deeper healing. But compared to where we were a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, yes, you're much better along, Shalon. Okay. Paid again, Melody. Melody with Desire Realty. I was let go from my job in January. Insight when I'll get another, or should I focus on day trading? Okay, so Melody, when you just put your last initial as well, because believe it or not, I got 2 Melodies in here, I think, today. Spirit is saying day trading will do you really well, Melody. But if you're going to do it, then maybe get a small side job just to have some income coming in. And Melody, if you're in a position where you can actually move to a cheaper country and day trade from there, like, Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, all those places, that would do you some really good. That would really do you well right now, Melody. But I see the trading working out. Just understand that you are going to take some knocks. Okay, but Melody, get a side job while you're at it, okay? Okay, Creative University. Guys, make sure that you're putting your name, even if you think I know your name, put it on there because my moderator needs to know that you're following directions, okay? Because I won't remember everybody's name, God knows. Okay, Creative University, I do know Jalila though. Should I move forward with the business plan I just completed, or should I rethink my e-commerce drop shipping store? I'm in love with my business plan to bring my art and literacy. Yes, Jalila, you are on the right path with that. That is excellent. Keep going with that original business plan. The problem with the drop shipping e-commerce is unless you get a serious hookup from China, it's just going to be very difficult. I really wouldn't move into products and goods until this tariff war is over. That's what I would tell anyone. But the idea to bring it to schools, daycares, private schools, you're going to make a lot of money doing that. In fact, if you keep going with that Creative University, I see where you might be able to leave your job in less than 3 years. And I'm so serious, and you know I am. Okay. Hi, Tiffany. Good to see you again. Okay. Tiff says, hey, Zai, guys, please put your names when you add these questions that you paid on me PayPal. Even if you think I know it, please just put your names, okay? Hey, Zai, question 1. My child's father asked for additional time to respond to my child support claim. When will he reach out to discuss our daughter? He'll reach out in June, Tiffany. He'll ask for another extension. I feel like he's trying to skip town or leave the country or something. Like he's trying to do something really weird and he's trying to buy himself time to do it, Tiffany. There's something weird going on. So I would also tell you, Tiffany, unless this man makes a lot of money on the books, I wouldn't count on getting too much. Okay. I wouldn't count on getting too much from him. Something is off there. Really. Something is really, really off. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get my setup together. Okay. I see Brown Shamir. Again, guys, when you ask your questions, please put down, please put your name on here because I'm looking on here to see who's who and what's what. Okay, Shamika, I see you. And if you guys could pay for, if you know you want multiple questions, pay for them for all up front at one time. That's very helpful for me. That way I won't have to look at these PayPal notices, okay? So that's what I see for you for Tiffany. For Creative University 2, okay, Jalila. Okay, I think you paid again. Oh, Jalila, you paid twice. Okay, thank you, Jalila. You said your second question is, my co-teacher VP, will we work well together? Oh, another school year. I thought you were going to ask if your co-teacher, this is for Creative University, should go into business with you. Absolutely not. Would you work well together another school year? Not really, Jalila. Like you'll get through it, but if you have a chance to switch to someone else, switch to someone else because that person just feels problematic, and I see a lot of jealousy around you. Okay, I see a lot of jealousy. Thank you, Shamir. Paid for 2 questions. Question 1: When do you see my son coming to live with me? Oh, okay. Okay, Shamir. Okay, when do I see your son coming to live with you? Shamir, this feels really. Something's off, Mama. I don't know if I feel like you're in court. Girl, somebody in there does not want your child to come live with you. So I'm hearing June, but it's really soft. So he may come live with you. Be prepared, my darling. He may come live with you in June, and then they may take him back like July, August, or he may say he doesn't want to live there. So I'm seeing that it's a back and forth thing, Shamir. I'm so sorry. Shamir, I'm seeing it back and forth. I don't see him coming to live with you permanently this year. I see him coming for a little bit in June, and then he goes back out. Okay, go ahead, Shamika Hernandez. What's your question for your finances, Shamir? I'm answering your second question. Okay, general message from Spirit, Shamir. I am hearing that you need to look into like a little bit of your heart health. There's some things going on with the upper respiratory system. I can't really go into health readings on here, but you do need to go. I'm saying that you probably should go check that out. I'm also hearing, Shamir, that you need to sleep. That you may have sleep apnea, or if your weight's really high, it's really affecting your breathing badly and it's causing you some imbalances. So again, you want to check in on that. I'm also seeing mold and dust in your home, Shamir, that is giving you like asthmatic or dry skin or eczema. So if any of this resonates, Shamir, then you need to go and check all those things out and have somebody come clean mold out. I'm seeing mold around your bed, like the walls and the corners, as well as the ceiling in the bathroom. If you have paid, come on in with your question and just put your name that you paid under. Okay. Okay. Are you guys still there? Zakia, throw me a little something so I can see everybody's on here. Shakima Hernandez, do you have a particular question about your finances? What, do you have a particular question? Zakia, throw me something. I want to just make sure I didn't lose the connection. I see people on here, but I don't see anybody talking or sending any questions. And I'm Shamika. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? I can see that, Zakia. Thank you, Shamika. I don't know why this keeps doing this. Shakima. Shakima, did you have a specific question? Hey guys, if you're joining me on IG, come over to YouTube. I'm doing live readings over on YouTube. I'm on YouTube on the Psychic Zaya. You got it, Jalila. You got it, Jalila. You're perfect. You're doing really well. And Tia Hurd, come on in. Thank you. Why do I know that name? And Tia Hurd. If you guys know that you want more than one question, go ahead and pay for the questions up front. Okay, I gave you that option. So it's just less traffic and less moderation for me. I don't know what happened to Shakima. I'm gonna wait for her to come back though. We got time. I feel like she may have got cut off or something. Creative University, you have really got it right with that one. I'm telling you, that is like a and if you have the Budget Creative University, you should hire a publicist that knows the education system well and that can get you featured in like local news, local, the industry papers that people read, industry emails, newsletters for your services. And Tina, just put the questions right here. You're in Tina Williams, right? And Tina Hurd. And Tina, just put the questions right here in the chat, on YouTube, not on IG. IG, I just on there letting people know that they can come over to YouTube for Psychic Zaya and get a question live for $25. On YouTube is Psychic Zaya. And Tina Williams, just put your questions actually right here on YouTube. I didn't see them, so. And I think you're in Tina Hurd, right? I'm live over here on YouTube, guys. I'm live on YouTube. Come to YouTube. Okay, Shakina, thank you. Okay, and Tina, just put your questions right here on YouTube, okay? All right, Shakima. Yes. When will it be a steady flow? So Shakima Hernandez, you should definitely pick up my money magic course at bookzaya.com. You need to up your money, you need to up your energy around money. Like Shakima, what I'm seeing is that you're around a lot of people, not that they're necessarily broke, but they have a scarcity mindset. This feels like a mother figure, grandma, auntie, and it's like they kind of believe like money is tight and money is never enough, and they kind of have the poor mouth when it comes to money. So the thing what you want to do around Shakima is get around from these people. Like don't text them, don't email them. Like you can love them and everything, feed them some food, but don't have those conversations. Okay, so Shakima, you're around people that have a poverty scarcity mindset. You need to get my money magic course and learn how to do money rituals to bring up your money frequency. When I see it being a steady flow, it just feels like it's going to be off and on all through the rest of the year. But I know you don't want to hear this, by January 2027 is when I see it being really steady. So it feels like, Shakima, you're about to start going into your own business, consulting or contract work or something of that sort, but it just takes a while for it to get going. Shakima, you should definitely try to get some money crystals. Look up jade, citrine, iron pyrite, all these crystals that help with abundance, okay? Robo Bernie, come on in. Okay, Antina, I got you, babies. Put your 2 questions in. Again, guys, if you know you want more than one question, go ahead and book as many questions as you want when you initially pay, so it's just less traffic for me to moderate. Shakima, I just answered your question, darling. Okay, R. Candace is Robo Bernie. Thank you. Go ahead and put your question in. Thank you, Zakia. Yeah, guys, please subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when I go live over here on YouTube, okay? Okay, it's fine. You want a spirit message. And again, guys, if you want a spirit message, just say spirit message, okay? Okay, Robo, our Candace. Our Candace, where are you located again, please? This shit is too, I hate, like, I asked her for Palo Santo, and it's like a cologne version. I'm like, why am I choking so much? I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna start making my own stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Alabama. Okay, you're in Alabama. Roval, you're on the right track. It feels like you're expanding your consciousness at this time. And if that's correct, then you are definitely on the right track. Continue to do that. Be mindful of working with any spiritual teachers. I see you run, and I feel like I said this message maybe to you or someone else recently. Be mindful of working with any spiritual teachers because I do see you running into a few rogue ass, lying ass teachers that mean you no good. This cologne is too much. Okay, so Robo, be mindful of that. But it's time for you to expand your spiritual consciousness. I would definitely tell you to get my psychic development toolkit at bookside.com, or just start to look for third eye opening meditation and psychic psychic quizzes and stuff like that online. That would really serve you well. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to move my air purifier. I have a desktop one. Okay. You are? That's wonderful, Robo. Keep going. Okay. And Tina Williams has 2 questions. Okay, that's got it. All right, Antina. My question is in regards to finance. Should I stay with my job that I'm in now or should I go back to school? And question number 2 is leaving it to the message from Spirit Guide. Okay, great. Thanks, Antina. Let me get into your energy. I was like, what in the hell is choking? I'm going to start making my own. I'm going to answer your question in a minute, Antina. I'm just moving my energy around. And Tina, stay with the job you're at and go back to school 1 class at a time. Okay, right now this economy is kicking ass and not taking names. Okay, so you want to stay at your job and take classes 1 at a time, and also make sure, Tina, that if you're going to school, that you'll be able to use it right away, sooner rather than later, to be able to bring in income. Okay, this is not we're not in the season of going to school for 7 years, 5 years, 2 years, all these years, and then you come out and your job has been replaced by AI. Okay, so that was for Antina. The second message from you for message from Spirit is, Antina, if you've been having any issues with your skin, any rashes, eczema, or anything like that, you need to get that checked out. It feels like you may need to get a dietary, what's the one I'm looking for? Get like an allergy test, Antina. So if you've been having any rashes or you're just feeling like a little bit off, take an allergy test. There's something that you're consuming all the time. It may be nut related, peanut related, that is not good for you, and that's kind of messing with your system, Antina. Okay, that's what I see. Okay. If you're over on Instagram, come on over to YouTube if you want a live reading for $25. So this is like this Palo Santo Colonia. And she let me smell it because I went to the other day, and I couldn't tell that it was a cologne. I didn't even see that it was colonia. I'm gonna start making my own stuff. I'm very sensitive to everything. Okay. Antonia, I sent your message already. I sent your message. There's a little bit of a bigger delay here on YouTube than normal. Guys, if you have some friends that are watching, please have them tap in. Okay, Shalon, I see you came in. Come on again. Shalon, I see you came in with 2 more messages. Come on in, my darling. And Tina, I answered your questions already. This replay will go up, okay? Okay, Shalon, I like this. So she said, the next question is the Healing Florist framework profitable and general spiritual reading? Shalon, tell me a little bit more about this Healing Florist framework. Tell me a little bit more. What is that? What will you be selling and doing? And then I'm going to give you a general reading in the meantime. Ashley Porte, come on in. Shalon, this is taking me back to the baby girl again. I'm just still seeing some issues possibly with her throat or her lungs. There seems to be some irritation. I don't know if any of the family members like smoke cigarettes or weed or whatever around her, her father and his friends, but I'm just seeing irritation with throat and her lungs again. I know I sent this message to you before, Shalon, something like that. If you haven't had a chance to have her checked out, please go have her checked out. Spirit is bringing that message to me again, and I have to honor that from Spirit. I'm trying to figure out, maybe I just got too much. That damn clone. Oh, it's this. It's this. And so it's a new incense I'm trying. I'm like, what the hell's choking me? Okay. 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 So tell me a little bit about the Healing Florist. Ashley Porte, come on in. Again, if you're watching me over on Instagram, come over to YouTube, Psychic Zaya, so I can answer your question, starting at $25 per question. Thank you, Zakiya. I love the little emojis. If you're over on Instagram, I'm here on YouTube answering questions for $25 each. Come on over. You can go to askzaya.com to book your question. You can book more than one at a time. If you know you have more than one question, please go ahead and book one at a time. But I'm not taking any comments or anything on Instagram. I'm just having Instagram open because I know so many of you know me from over there. So I'm trying to get you guys to come over to YouTube. I may start to do these on Instagram. I don't know yet. We'll see where the energy takes me, okay? I'm waiting on Ashley Porte to come in. You're welcome, Antina. I'm excited for you. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Oh, that's beautiful, Shalon. You'll be working with children doing flower therapy for emotional regulation, nervous system calming. That's wonderful, Shalon. I love that. I love that so much. Okay, Shalon. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said this about. I was getting you mixed up with someone else about your little girl, but you do have a little. Shalon, you have a little girl, right? Shalon, I see you starting with flower therapy, but you move it more to art therapy or water therapy. So, Shalon, it is going to be profitable. Anybody working in the healing space, the natural healing arts, is going to be booked, busy, and blessed for the next 20 to 30 years. People are going to be running far away from anything, that's not natural. Okay. So, Shalon, I see you doing well with that, but you move and extend onto other things. And it actually, you really, really enjoy it, Shalon. You enjoy it a lot. Okay. You enjoy it a lot. Zakiya, what is that emoji? You enjoy it a lot. So, Shalon, I see that doing really well. Really well. Like, Shalon, you'll probably become a multimillionaire and start your own business doing that, like with other people underneath you. You've got it. It's good to hear from you. Oh, it looks like a frog sleeping on top of something. Oh, you have a niece. Okay, yeah. Then please go get her throat and lungs checked. I got you mixed up with someone else, but I'm asking Spirit, was that still correct for your niece? Yes. Throat, lungs. Something's going on with throat and lungs. There's something inflamed with her. Z, I didn't know what that was. If you're watching me over on Instagram, come on over to. Okay, Ashley Porte, I'm still waiting on you, baby. Thank you. I like the sunflowers. Ashley Porte, I'm still waiting on you. Again, questions are being answered only here on YouTube right now, okay? Did you guys hear about I'm follow Essence on Facebook, that this is gonna sound crazy, that Misa Hilton, who was the stylist that styled like Biggie, Kim, and Mary J. Blige, is suing Mary J. Blige for $5 million because reportedly Misa was managing some artist called Vado. I keep up with nothing new in terms of music. Well, not hip hop, regular secular music. And Mary was going around trying to get Vado to leave her label. And so Misa is now suing her for $5K. Yeah, so people have been hearing about it. I'm like, yo, wow. Seemed like Diddy went to jail and his whole camp falling apart. I mean, these girls go back like 30 years, you know what I mean? Over 30 years. They go back over 30 years. Yeah, they were besties. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, Peggy, exactly. It's messy. 5 million, but why she would go around doing that? It sounds so abnormal for both of them too, right? Like it just sounds like it's so I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's like neither one. I don't see, I didn't see either one of them doing that. Misa gave Mary her whole vibe. Well, Misa definitely gave Kim her whole style. Mary's, she has her own style. She has her own flavor and flow. I think Misa enhanced her where she like made Kim. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do feel like something is missing, Peggy. Like it's just weird. Like I didn't even know, when did Misa start managing artists? Why would Mary go around there? Like that just seems so abnormal from their personalities that have been displayed consistently over 30 years. Misa's like never even in the spotlight like that. And Mary doesn't speak unless spoken to. Mary, like if she ain't out there getting her back, she's really not talking like that. Yes, Ashley, I saw you. Please go ahead and send in your question. Thank you. Right, Peggy. I don't understand. Right. I don't like the 20, maybe the 20% she felt was too high. Maybe she did feel like that was too high. Yeah. That's weird for Mary not want Misa to get money. I know. I was so confused. I was like, this is so. And these people, that's a relationship that goes back very far. Okay, guys, come on over to YouTube if you're over on Instagram hanging out. $25 a question. Okay. Kim's artist boyfriend suit? I didn't hear about that. Okay, Ashley says, I start nursing school in July. Will I pass nursing school? What advice my spirit team has for nursing school? Am I a medical assistant now? Okay. Okay, and you're a medical assistant now. Actually, you do very well with nursing school. You do pass. The thing with you, Ashley, is that you're going to have to plan your time properly. You might have to take off from work a little bit during the times that you're taking your exams to pass your nursing school, but Ashley, you do very, very, very well. That is an absolute great direction to go into. And actually, what I'm hearing is that you should specialize as a nurse in certain things that you know is going to pay well. I don't know why I keep coughing. I'm so sensitive to like smells and chemicals and shit. Like even if people come to my house and they start spraying stuff, I'm like, can you do it in the hallway? Ashley, surgery would be great. Surgery would be great. Lots of money in surgery, and I don't think you guys work as hard unless something bad is happening. But Sir Ashley, you're about to make a lot of money, babe. That's the perfect position. Go for it. I revoke, rebuke, and I revoke, remove, and rebuke, and return to sender. Somebody messing with my energy. All negative energy, imprints, attacks, entities, negative thoughts, spell work, witchcraft, Wiccan, hoodoo, voodoo, dark magic being sent towards me, my collective, or my throat chakra at this time across all time and space. I return to 10 to times 10. Hello. Okay, Danielle, come on in here. Ashe, that's right. Thank you. Because somebody's trying to come for my throat. I told y'all I'm dealing with these spiritual attacks. These people just won't. It's so crazy. So they're coming for my throat. They really want me to shut up. It's a shame. It's a shame. Come on in here, Danielle. Again, if you're over on Instagram, come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. YouTube is Psychic Zaya. Come on over to YouTube. Okay, Danielle. Danielle says, what can I do to draw more patients to my acupuncture business? First of all, you are in a good business. Second of all, Danielle, you need to demonstrate more online, on social and YouTube, what the benefits are and working on actual patients, like showing before and afters. You really need to show more of that, like the benefits, and letting these patients do video testimonials. You also need to do a heavy referral system. So for everybody that maybe gets an acupuncture session, they refer to someone and that person maybe gets 25% off and that other person gets a free service, or they get 25% off. Like, you need to build that. You also actually need, Danielle, sorry, this is for Danielle. You need to build an email list and a mailing list, an address mailing list, and send out coupons, information, discount codes. The other thing that you need to do, Danielle, is work with creators in your space, content creators that are into wellness, herbalism, food, exercise, diet, mindset, meditation, sound healing. Get those people in. You're welcome, Ashley. Get those people in for a session if they're in your town, or even setting up mobile clinics. If you know a lot of content creators, or let's say like in New York City, you could set up a mobile clinic where you have them all come in. You pay for everything. You give them complimentary sessions, but you give it to them live. Let them talk through what they're saying. Let them talk to their audience, and then give a ticket to their audience, okay? But you're moving in the right direction. Danielle, I'm also hearing that you should add in essential oil training and herbalism training into what you do, because the three of those two will go together. Okay. So while we have time, I think I have to go vegan, guys. I think I've detoxed my way into veganism. My angels told me the last time that parasite cleanse was something else. Okay, that parasite, you want to get your shit cleared up. You want to get rid of emotional stuff, anything you got going, then you definitely want to. You definitely want to do a parasite cleanse, okay? But they told me, you're welcome, Danielle. They told me when I did that parasite cleanse, like, baby, you're gonna have to go vegan. We need you to go raw vegan. We need you to go vegan. And anybody that knows me, like, I'm I have been a meat eater, but it's funny, after that parasite cleanse and spending time at the water for 2 months, my consciousness is raised. Like, all of our consciousness is raising. Like, my gifts are increasing, and then I've been dealing with these spiritual attacks, which, even though they're horrible, ironically, I think they're increasing my gifts because I'm having to fight back so much and learn on the fly. You know what I mean? And lately, every time I've been eating flesh, I feel weird. Like, I have felt weird before in the past, but the other day, I got a heat fat flash on my face. I ate 2 sardines, and then I just felt heat right here for 10 seconds or 20. I don't know. It was long. And I was like, why do I feel like I got a heat mask on my face? I think so I started to look up what happens as you raise your consciousness, and why a lot of people go plant-based and go vegan and stuff. And I read that going plant-based, coming off of flesh, actually helps to increase your powers, helps to increase your consciousness, helps to increase your, your spiritual gifts, your spirituality, your connection to the Most High, Mother and Father, Buddha, Jesus, whoever, whatever you want to call them, that. y'all. I was like, this is crazy. I never felt some shit like that in my life. It was like someone had hit me with like a ball of fire in my damn face. I went to the mirror, like, is my face breaking out? What's happening? You know? But it wasn't that. So if anybody's in here plant-based or vegan, give me some tips on mental fortitude. Because I'm like, I can't be burning in my damn face. Alrighty, guys. If you're over on Instagram, come on over to IG. Come on over to YouTube. For a $25 live reading. If you guys have more than one question, feel free to book another question. You can also get a spirit message. If you don't have a direct question and you just want a message from spirit, you can go ahead and book that as well. I'm going to stay on here about 20 more minutes. It's moving a little bit slow tonight, and that's okay. It happens. Okay. Elizabeth Johnson, come on in. Elizabeth Johnson. Elizabeth Johnson, come on in. Come on in. I gotta set up a space. I've taken to what's that called? House sitting. So it's like every I have to find my good corners. This is not it. Okay, Elizabeth Johnson. Yes, you want a spirit message? Great. Elizabeth Johnson, where are you located, my darling? Just tell me. If you guys want a spirit message, just put spirit message and tell me where you're located. That helps me just tune in a little bit better for you. Nick Thomas, the agent, and 26 others over on Instagram. Come on over to YouTube if you want a question. Over to YouTube, Psychic Zai, if you want a question. Elizabeth Johnson, just tell me where you're located. Since we have time, if it was really busy moving fast, I probably would just move ahead. But Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Elizabeth, did you do my past life group thing the other day? Because somebody from there was from Oklahoma City. Elizabeth Johnson, I'm hearing that you're a little bit depressed. You've been a little bit down and sad. I don't know if you've lost a few people recently, by recently in last 2 or 3 years, or maybe even during the pandemic, but it just feels like you've got a lot of sadness, and I'm going to say depression or deep rests that are surrounding you. If this resonates with you, the spirit is saying, take the time now to go to therapy, get grief counseling, but also you have to stop living in the past. If you are, okay, that was you, Elizabeth, great. Okay, wonderful. If you are carrying sadness or any guilt from anyone who's had to pass on, or if there's anyone around you that's been severely medically ill, it's important that you do not take on any guilt. Spirit wants you to, people die, things happen. It's even if you feel like you dropped the ball on something, unless you put a bullet through somebody's head, or you fed them poison, it's not your fault when people pass. Things happen. So you have the spirit of depression around you. I'm also hearing Hawaii is calling your name, Elizabeth Johnson. So this is the time for you to go to Hawaii, whatever island. I'm hearing the big island. Go to the beach, go to the forest, go to the trees, the mountains, and pray and sit and cry and scream. Earth, Mother Gaia is calling you to her for healing, Elizabeth, okay? Because I'm just getting like a lot of happiness. Not a lot of happiness. Okay. Hawaii. I would love to go to Hawaii. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Yeah, guys, if you ever feel like somebody's trying to attack you, just say, I revoke, remove, and return the sender. You can say in Jesus' name, in Allah's name, in my ancestors' name, in the Most High Mother and Father's name. All spiritual attacks. Turn that shit back. Turn it back. Turn it back. Yeah, thank you, Zakia. Exactly. What cleanse, Tina? What cleanse are you referring to? Zakia. Amen. All right, guys, if you're joining me on Instagram, come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube, Psychic Zaya, so that you can type in your question for $25. Oh, the parasite cleanse. Yes. High frequency. High frequency T on IG. Here's the link to her website. I did the 21-day parasite cleanse. You just have to be vegan. She actually be raw vegan, but I wouldn't stress myself. Just be fully vegan for 21 days. It's amazing. You just drink an extremely bitter tea, but you get used to it by day 3, day 4. And if you're someone that's always cleansing or you're always doing juices or whatever, like for me, it tasted fine. I was like, this is fine. And it works. It does work. I would say, if you have any other medical stuff going on, you might want to check with your doctor first, but it's all natural. All right, I'm gonna jump off here right at what is that? 6:30, 8:30. Probably right around 8:30, 8:40. Now watch, as soon as I'm ready to jump off, people are gonna be jumping on. All right, guys, if you're watching me on IG, come over to YouTube, Psychic Zaya, so you can get your question in. So you can get your question in if you like. Come on over. Over to YouTube, Psychic Zaya. I should have some pitter-patter conversations, but if I start talking too much, I'll be wearing out my energy when it's time to read. So you guys just have to sit here and look at my red lipstick, I guess. Hi, Diamond Booze Bays. I'm going to try it on Instagram as well. Mm-hmm. I would tell everybody, if you're in America, you might want to stock up on like things you really need that come out of China. Even if you got to put it on a little credit card or whatever, stock up, because it's about to be funky. It's about to be real funky. And you'd be surprised at things you need, and then you try to get them. So for me, I have big feet, big butt, big breasts. So I have, my shoes are big, so I have to I have to make sure I have proper bras and stuff. I hate bras, clearly. Never wear one. Shoes and and then I'm a vitamin girl. I take a lot of vitamins. So many vitamins. So if you're like me, you have to have your supplements, you have to have your big feet stuff or small feet or whatever. If you got whatever you have, that's kind of, a little bit like I'll buy things in bulk kind of if I can afford it or whatever. You want to do that now, especially for your kids, any medicines, medications, anything you need, you need, because these shelves are probably going to be a little empty. Also, as much as I sometimes want to come home, like the other day I was like, oh my God, I just want to go back to Europe because there's so many things I miss. It's just a lot of things I miss, but you better, Klarna responsibly real quick. Yeah. If anybody has the ability to work in another country, do that. If you have the ability to get residency or a second passport, do that now. This is to my fellow Americans, people living inside America, okay? You want to do that. I don't want to scare y'all or anything, so I try to manage what I say. But you want to do that. Okay. All right. I'm probably going to stay another 11 minutes, Zakia. I'm at 49 minutes now, 38 seconds. Again, if you guys have a second question or you want a spirit message, come on in. YouTube, Psychic Zaya. It's my second juice. This is the last one was cucumber apple mint. This is apple mint ginger. Zakia, yeah, it is getting sticky. That's exactly the perfect word, Zakia. it is getting sticky inside of USA. Perfect description, my friend. Yep. And so the thing is, you want to have enough oil, and I know not everybody can leave. I have a client, we DM all the time. And she has a father who just can't travel. He can't leave. So she's there. The good thing about her, she makes money. She does well in her career. So I know everybody just can't pick up and leave. But when I am advocating for her, hey, Awake 0911 is getting residency. So there's a guy called Nomad Capitalist. I'll type it in here on YouTube. Nomad Capitalist. He teaches people how to leave the country, but he works with really, really like rich people. But you can also look at what's her name? Perry. What's the girl's name? Perry. She got Black Girl Moves Aboard. Oh, I forgot her name. Her last name Perry. She teaches black woman sabbatical and how to house sit. I forgot her first name, but her last name is Perry. Stephanie Perry. Look her up. The thing is, you don't want to wait until everybody's trying to hit the gate at the same time. And unfortunately, people don't know to move beforehand. They like to just kind of wait and see how things are going to go. But at least get a resident. So, I'll go ahead and break it down since I have a little bit of time here. I'm definitely going to slide out here in 9 minutes because it's moving slow. With residency, it doesn't take away your citizenship. It just allows you to stay in the country, indefinitely. So temporary means it's going to be a certain amount of time. Permanent means it's forever, unless they get a Trump, like he's doing a lot of stuff. You can also get a digital nomad visa. So if you work remotely and you make various amounts, you can look at digital nomad visas. They're in every continent now. It's crazy. When I started being a nomad over 10 years ago, I couldn't even say that. I knew that this would be a lifestyle that a lot of people picked up, but I didn't even think this whole visa thing would be possible. So, you can find cheap countries, or you can just go to like a cheap country like Thailand, which is beautiful, Vietnam, and hang out there for 6 months. Even if you don't work remote, but let's say you got like, 3 or 4 grand saved up and you don't have any crazy bills back home. These places, you can go to places in Thailand, Vietnam, even here in Mexico, Guatemala, Paraguay, South America, Africa, where you can get rent for like under $300 a month. And it's not in the hood. It's in a decent neighborhood. It could be even in a high-rise building. Yeah. And so you can pay cheap rent and just eat locally, fresh food, shit that we have to pay extra for at Whole Foods just to get some seeds in our fruit. You can eat locally and basically live for like $600 a month or less and just start an online business. You could just start teaching English. All of us that speak English, especially native speakers from America, they want people so you can just look online for jobs, get a TEFL, or you can look for different apps that allow you to book yourself as an English teacher. That's what a lot of people are doing. They say, okay, I'm gonna move to so-and-so with my little bit of money. I'm gonna teach English online. And it doesn't pay a whole lot, but it's a way to get some money, get some cash so that you can maintain your rent, maintain yourself while you start an online business, coaching, selling something, art, painting. My friend's husband, I met them when we were all living in Thailand. They lived in Dubai as teachers. He left teaching in Dubai, and now he has a art and smoke company out of Thailand. Because Thailand went legal with, Okay, Zakia says T is it feels to people like he's trying to kick people out, but the gag is they're gonna try to lock us in. Yeah, exactly, Zakia. Yeah, I mean he is what I'm about to say may sound counterintuitive, but the people that right, he's trying to lock people in. That's right, Zakia, because if you're technically not from there, or you're not legal, or your paperwork is funny, they can't lock you in, right? They can you have the option to leave. But if you're from there, then if they say you can't leave, you can't leave. And that is my worry. That is my worry. All right, I'm on here for 6 more minutes and then I'm out. That is my true worry, is that people are not going to be able to. So if you feel like you can't leave, then definitely connect with your neighbors. Set a plan up for like, worst case scenarios, to plan with your neighbors, plan with your family, stuff like that. Of course. I say every time I'm about to leave, somebody comes in. Okay, come on in, Valerie Sampier. Come on in, Valerie Sampier or Valerie Gabriel. Come on in, Valerie Sampier. I'm drinking so much juice, I'm gonna have to pee on myself. Okay, Valerie, does Valerie get into her doctorate program? Yes and no. Valerie, you get in, but they change something really drastically about that program that you don't want to do it. And it feels like it's not so much what's in the program, but the timing of the program, Valerie. Like they changed something really big. I can't see what it is, but it feels like it's the timing. So maybe if the doctor is supposed to be 2 years, they extend it to 4, or they crush it down to like 6 months or 12 months. I'm also hearing, Valerie, that the school you're trying to go to they're fighting with Trump. I don't know if it's Harvard. Shout out to Harvard for standing strong on their DEI program, okay? But Valerie, it's something that like kind of just knocks you back. I am hearing from Spirit that if you decide to go ahead and do it anyway, it's fine. It'll work out in the end. But you do get in, but then they change something very much at the 12th hour. I mean, maybe even the first week that you start. So Valerie, if this is resonating or you've been hearing a little gossip or little things about things being shifting or weird, or there being like issues with funding for that school, you may want to look at a different school, okay? But either way, whatever you're going to get for this doctorate, you will achieve that goal and get into that career. No problem. And you will do well. Applying to NYU. Okay. I mean, NYU is, it's in New York, is DEI as hell. Harvard's made a big thing about it where the public and the PR and the press have talked about it, but I bet there's other schools fighting against DEI as well. And NYU, I wouldn't be surprised if they're one of them, because look, it's NYU, right? It's right in New York. So something is weird, and it might be something with their funding. I knew rump was going to be a problem, but okay, good, Valerie. Apply to others. Monique, hi, Christina Rivera. Hi, Christina. Hi, gorgeous girl. How are you? Christina, if you have a question, please go ahead to askzaya.com and go ahead and submit your question, okay? Because it's been a little slow tonight, so I'm going to hang out probably another 3 to 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to zoom out of here. When it moves fast and people are coming, I'll stay, but when it's moving slow like this, then, sitting out. Monique, it's less about what they're saying about, Trump, and more about just bracing yourself and trying to, make sure that you're able to get out of America or something. Really, Christina? Christina, feel free to DM me. I mean, email me. Email is better. I check my emails more. Christina, go to askzaya.com and it's a PayPal link. It's a PayPal link, and you can actually put in for more than one question. So you can book more than one question. It's better than Cash App. Cash App started sending people back their money, and I was like, Cash App, what are we doing? Oh my God, Christina, I'm sorry. I said I saw about somebody passing, right? Oh, your mother-in-law passed away. Okay, okay. That might be the ball starting to roll on the things that I was seeing with the family and stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. For everybody that's been dealing with loss, I'm sending you guys love. Okay, thank you, Christina. I'll be here, honey. I'll be here. So Awake 099 says she was thinking about. Okay, Valerie, did you send in another question? Of thinking of getting a dual citizenship? Yeah, just get if you have heritage from another country. If your father and your mother's from another island or another country somewhere, you can most likely get citizenship by descent. Okay, Valerie sent in another question. Says, I'm thinking of applying to another job. Should I? Yes, Valerie, that's fine. You can apply to the job. I'm hearing the job you have now, unless you absolutely hate it, Valerie, it's fine that you should focus on school, but keep your job. But it feels like you want to get out of that job, Valerie, that's fine. So Valerie, what I'm saying, bottom line is, don't leave that job until you have another job secured. Everybody, don't leave. In this time right now, do not leave whatever job you're with unless you have another job to secure it. Okay. Oya came for that. Okay. Okay, Christine, I hear you on all levels there. Okay, Valerie, so apply to another job. That's fine. I'm not sure you get that job, Valerie, but it's okay. Valerie, just know that spirit is moving you in the direction you're supposed to go into. So when you get denied things, that's fine. That's a blessing for you. It wasn't the right way to go. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, Valerie, okay. So Valerie, maybe go part-time. And if your husband or your mate is supporting you, then maybe go part-time and then go to school. Because yes, trying to go to school, work full-time, and have a family is a lot. So you probably are going to have to downgrade something. Okay. But blessings to you for having a family. It's always a blessing to have children and loved ones and a marriage and whatever you can get out of this life. Is family is a healthy family is so vital, so powerful. Valerie, if you have another question, feel free to answer that, okay? And feel free to drop that in, to drop in for another question if you have another question. Like if you wanted a bit of an extension on how that would look if Valerie, if you quit and would he be able to keep up, then please send another 25 and I'll look at that. I understand, Valerie. Yeah. All right, Christina, I see you, my darling. Thank you. I'm trying to slow down on this hydration, Zakia, because I don't want to have to. I was drinking fresh juice earlier. Fresh juice is really good. Okay, Christina, come on in. You're welcome, Valerie. Valerie, if you're the breadwinner, then you need to keep that job. And I think that's why I told you, Valerie, to take class one by one. That's why Spirit said to take the class one by one. Like, don't jump in full time. I don't think you have that luxury to do that. Take it one by one. So if it's supposed to only take you 2 years for that program, it might take you 4, and that's okay. If you're over on Instagram, come over to YouTube Psychic Zaya. Come over to YouTube Psychic Zaya, and my makeup feels like it's odd. Like this, I don't know if I think I must have rubbed this one or didn't put it on. Yeah, this one I did better. Come over to Psychic Zaya on YouTube to get your question for $25. I have one more person coming in with a question, and then I'm going to bounce. Okay. All right, Christina. Christina wants a spirit message. Smart, Valerie. Keep going with that. That's the best strategy. Okay, so Christina, I definitely can see there's a lot of movement happening with you and your family. Overall, oh man, okay, they're moving me out of that really quickly. Overall, Christina, you and your family will be okay. Just really go back and re-listen to that reading I did for you at the top of the year, because it is really going to resonate, and I'm sure it's already resonating. I am hearing, Christina, that major layoffs are coming to your job, and it looks like you may be in this round of layoff, Christina, and you may be already aware of them. So, Christina, if I were you, I would go ahead and start working with recruiters right now, beefing up your LinkedIn, and try to see what else is available out there for you, because I see you landing on your feet very quickly, but mostly through the recruiters or through friends and networks. Okay. I'm trying to get a time. They're saying March of 26. It's already been past March. So when is the layoffs? I don't know if there was layoffs at your company last month, Christina, but it feels like if it was already a round of layoffs in March, there'll be another round of layoffs in June and then September. So basically every quarter, Christina, they're going to be cutting people, and you're going to get caught in one of those from what I'm seeing. Now, here's the deal. They might move you out of your position and then lay you off and then rehire you, because I know you've dealt with that kind of at your job where it's just a lot of movement all the time. But I'm hearing this time you're going to need to be networking and working with recruiters. I'm also hearing, Christina, this is a great time to beef up any certifications in your field, as well as any certifications in AI, anything you can do to make sure that you are more on top of things. They keep saying AI. So it's AI certifications to learn how to work with AI with your industry will really serve you well. But overall, Christina, I still see you landing on your feet. And I'm seeing you and your husband buy 2 or 3 new properties between the next 18 to 24 months. Investment properties somewhere on the East Coast. You may even buy in Puerto Rico and Jamaica, or you guys might inherit some properties from, the people transitioning. Okay. Okay. That's what I have for you, Christina. Christina, if you have a second question, go ahead and send it in. Otherwise, I'm going to close it out. I'll just wait for Christina to say she got the message. Okay, Christina, you got it. Christina, feel free to update me via email if you want. That's fine. I that's one thing I do miss about the phone readings is that I get the updates. It's nice, to have that continuity. Even if it's a year later, the continuity is nice just to see if things shifted, if you've changed or whatever, for everyone. But it's nice to have my energy back. I'm doing phone readings like that for almost a decade. Y'all, thank God I started really young because I don't think I could have handled it older. You definitely got to have a lot of energy. You got to do that stuff when you're really young. To me, I was really young. Okay. All right, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here. It's a little bit over an hour. I said 60 minutes, so I want people to be able to come in and go. Thank you for everyone that participated tonight. The replay will be up in a few minutes. Everyone that was on IG hanging out, sending in good energy, I appreciate you as well. I am going to be trying to do these more often. The thing with YouTube is it's unlike IG or TikTok where it alerts people. Thank you. Good night, Christina. It doesn't do that on YouTube. So YouTube's interesting, but I like the energy and the flow of it on YouTube. So, all right, IG, I'm saying good night to you guys. Peace. And discard video. And then, all right, everybody here on YouTube. Bye. Thank you all for participating, coming in, bringing in your good energy, your good vibes, and booking with me. Thank you all so much for booking with me. All my clients have been here for so long, and for new people, thank you all. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. The replay will be up, and I'll be popping in again sometime this week. And I'll be doing pop-ups over on IG, I think. So, all right, peace, everybody. Z, thank you.